I love Ridin Durty radio. Yo. Vic XL. And just like that, once again, it's on.
And just like that, once again, it's on. Y'all hear the explosion. Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy, Vic XL. This is the world-renowned, infamous, low-down, dirty, Ridin Durty show where we bring you beats, rhymes, hip-hop, and everyday life. And we promise to bridge the gap between hip-hop, entertainment, and everyday life. It's just that easy. I welcome you guys. I salute you guys for tuning in to the Ridin Durty show. One time for WRFG 89.3 FM, the foundation of the Ridin Durty radio show. One time for Beat Break Radio. FM.com. You can always check out replays of the Ridin Durty show. There also you can check out YouTube, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Spreaker, and any of your favorite streaming networks to check out the Ridin Durty show. It is Wednesday, May 16th. Let's get this thing cracking. We're going to start off with celebrity birthdays. Today, again, is May 16th, and I got to first and foremost say happy birthday to the one and only, the incomparable, legendary R&B singer, Miss Janet. Janet Jackson turns 52 years old today. And that's Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. So happy birthday to Miss Janet Jackson. She turns 52 years old today. Also, got to say happy birthday to my man, Taco, a.k.a. Travis Bennett, of the Odd Future family. He turns 24 years old today. Also gotta say happy birthday to Mr. Ralph T, aka Ralph Tresvant, who turns 50 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to him. Now, the most important birthday, I have to say, I got two very, very important birthdays. First birthday, I gotta say happy birthday to my son, Trey Driver. Today is his birthday. So if y'all know my son, Trey, wish him happy birthday. Awesome guy. Awesome individual. Really handsome. Way more handsome than his daddy. But definitely, happy birthday to my son, Trey. Today is his birthday. Hopefully he's enjoying his day. Doing trend-setting things. Enlightening the world with his wonderful smile. So, again, happy birthday to my son, Trey Driver. Also, gotta say happy birthday to my godson, Lil Louis, over in Los Reyes, Mexico. Feliz, you know what, I was finna mess it up. I was finna mess it up. But, again, happy birthday to Lil Louis, my godson, and happy birthday to my son, Trey. I know my son, Trey, is doing amazing things, trend-setting, teaching you suckers how to stand in line and get your minds right and get your act together. All right? I'm telling you, happy birthday to my son, Trey. Happy birthday, Lil Louis. All right. Happy birthday, Janet Jackson. Happy birthday, Ralph Tresvant. Today's an awesome day for Tauruses. All right. Now, gotta start the show off. Normally, I do birthdays second, but, you know, I wanted to wish my son happy birthday, so it had to go first. It had to take precedence. But if you're watching the Ridin Durty show, if you listen to the Ridin Durty show, you know the show is always brought to you by the good people over at Dr. Juice Cleanse. Dr. Juice Cleanse is an all-natural cleanser, which promises to do all kind of amazing things for your body, like slow down the aging process, like help provide stress relief, like remove mucus and toxins from your body, help provide balanced pH systems, and all kind of great things. But you know the dopest thing about Dr. Juice Cleanse? Fellas, if you have a lady, and your lady have complained about the smell of your poo-poo, Dr. Juice Cleanse can clean out your system and make your boo-boo smell better. Now, ladies, Father's Day is quickly approaching. Do me a favor by doing you a favor. By getting your man some Dr. Juice Cleanse. Not only can it help him shed the pounds, but it can make his boo-boo smell a little better. And I know you'll appreciate that just as much as he will. Alright? So, y'all do me a favor, especially you ladies, and check out drjuicecleanse.com and order you some Dr. Juice Cleanse for your husband. Make it the top of the Father's Day gift giving list. Alright? Also, one time for our sponsor, overflowcafe.com. Overflowcafe.com is a traffic generating website, and what they do is they generate traffic to your website. If you're an artist, an entrepreneur, an actor, whatever you're trying to do, whether you're trying to get clout on social media, whether you're trying to sell more goods from your e-commerce, whatever you're trying to do via the World Wide Web, overflowcafe.com can send that traffic directly to you. No misses, all hits. So, if you want to get the traffic you deserve, more listens, more plays, more likes, more clout, more sales, whatever you're trying to do on the World Wide Web, then you need to visit overflowcafe.com and let them start directing the traffic to you. Alright? Now, don't do it because Vic XL said so. Do it because you want to better yourself and have better business. Alright? So, make sure you friend and follow, like, and spend with our sponsors, overflowcafe.com and Dr. Juice Cleanse. Alright? Enough said about sponsors. Enough said about birthdays. Let me give y'all a little headline news. It seems like my favorite rapper in the world, my partner, my homeboy, Mr. Clifford Harris, a.k.a. T.I., was arrested this morning at 4 a.m. Now, this is the crazy part, y'all. T.I. was arrested going the hell home. And when I say going home, I'm not talking about he was drunk driving. No. T.I. got to his home. He did not have his keys. Of course, he lives in the gated community in the Eagles Landing area in Henry County, if y'all familiar. So he got to the gated area. Security guard was asleep. T.I. woke the security guard, got the security guard's attention, tried to explain to the security guard who he was. Security guard said, hell no, you ain't getting in this gated community to play, y'all. T.I. proceeded to call his wife, Miss Tiny, who proceeded to tell the security guard, that's my husband, let my husband in. The security guard like, hell no, he ain't getting in this gated community to play, y'all. With that being said, T.I. became angry. I guess the alcohol kicked in. The security guard called the cops. The cops weren't trying to hear his story, and they took his ass to jail. He was arrested for disorderly conduct and public drunkenness in his own damn gated community. Now, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. It does not matter how much money you got to these people. They're going to find a way to jam you up and lock you up. T.I. just found that out. Locked up, he's bonded out, but he still had to spend money. And I don't know what type of ramifications he can have from this situation. Maybe he can sue the community, housing authority. I don't know. But I know that Henry County is not going to give him his money back. I guess the moral of the story is, when you go out drinking, make sure you got your key when you go home. Alright? T.I., hold your head. Your head is already held high. You had enough money to bond out. Sorry that happened to you. Maybe get home early and keep your keys in your pocket. But T.I. was arrested for disorderly conduct and public drunkenness in his own gated community. Y'all tripping hard. Alright, one time my man J. Cole, his brand new album, which was released 2 weeks ago, KOD, has just earned its gold status. So definitely, one time for him. You know, this is his third or fourth gold album. So, hey, man, J. Cole is definitely one of my favorite rappers. Definitely one time for him. And, hey, there it is. Just that nice. Gotta say, you know, keep this person in prayers. My man Ludacris, his wife just, she had a miscarriage early in 2018. I wasn't even aware that she was pregnant, but she had a miscarriage. And I'm sorry to hear that. But, you know, hopefully they'll definitely bounce back. And they're a lovely couple. And let's keep her in your prayers. And hopefully they'll make some more babies. Hopefully, you know, it'll be like that and all will be good. What else we got going on in the world? Let's see real quick before I bring my guest on. They're still investigating Chris Brown for that alleged orgy/rape thing going on. We're going to see how that turned out, especially considering that the lady said that she was forced to be given fellatio while on her days, as my wife would say, while on her menstrual cycle. Yeah, yuck. Whoever done that need to go to jail. Seems like rapper Famous Dex has admitted to spending $10,000 a month on weed. Dex, what the hell are you thinking? I don't think your rap career is going to be around that long if you be spending $10,000 on some damn weed. Bro, stop that. And last but not least, seems like my man DJ Khaled has earned himself 3 BET nominations. So definitely we're going to see how my man Khaled does when BET Awards come on. And good luck to him. So that's a little headline news. Got birthdays and sponsors out the way. So now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for us to do what we do best. And that's talking to the movers and shakers, the people that are shaping our community, whether it's through politics, whether it's through spirituality, whether it's through entertainment or music. And today is no different than any other. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on the line, I'd like to welcome Francheyez to the show. How you doing today, G?
Yo, what's good? What's going on? How's everything with you, man?
Man, I'm doing it, man. I'm feeling real good. Got a couple drinks in me. Today's my godson and my son's birthday, so hey, man, I'm drinking for them. How are you?
Yeah, happy birthday to them, man. I'm doing good, man. You know, just working, trying to get things together, some plays together. Just grinding out here, grinding.
Grinding is definitely the name of the game. So look, the first thing I want to ask you, I gotta ask you about the name Francheyez. Why did you choose the name Francheyez, and also let us know where you're from?
Yeah, I'm from the Bronx, New York. So yeah, like the reason why I picked the name Francheyez is I used to DJ. I started off doing music DJing, and that was my DJ name. And Francheyez always stood to me like when I was growing up, it was like if you kind of played basketball, you was the best player on your team, you was kind of like the franchise of the team. So like that name always stuck with me. I always figured like, I want to be the face of whatever it is that I'm doing. I want to be the best of that. So that's where Francheyez come from.
That's dope. That's definitely some great high ambitions to actually strive for as well. When did you decide to get into the music business? And what made you get into the music business?
Yeah, I've been doing music for quite some time. I actually, like I said, I started DJing, but I also went to school for engineering. I went to and I also worked in Universal Motown for a couple years. And I took all of those tools and started to put it together for my own, benefit, because I never really had the time to really focus on my own thing and just go full-fledged hard with it. So that's what we're focusing on right now.
Okay. Being from New York, and there's a super high expectations on rappers from the East Coast. First of all, how do you feel about being an East Coast MC, and how do you feel about the pressure? Because, everybody nowadays saying we got to bring New York back. Lyricism is definitely one of those.
Funny you say that.
Lyricism is definitely one of those things that a lot of East Coast MCs concentrate on. How do you feel about, number one, the expectations of being an East Coast MC, and how do you feel about lyrics?
I'm really big on lyrics. I really, I am from the East Coast, and that's really a big thing out here. But the funny thing is, like, I would have to say New York is kind of weird. Because New York, I had a conversation with my friend earlier, like, why there's no lyricists that come out of here, but we so, like, focused on lyrics so much. There's no lyrics, no artists that really got straight lyrics in their bars that's coming from New York. And then my man told me, we both like thought about it. It was like, because New York's always following waves right now instead of like focusing on creating its own. And I've come to know, and as far as living up to the expectations, I'm with it. Right, I'm with it. I understand the pressure, but yeah, man. Hopefully I could, through my music, change some minds.
And you know what's funny? When we speak of lyrics, I'm from the older generation, so I like lyrics. And New York has always been known for great lyricists, from your Big Daddy Kane's, your KRS's, your Rakim's, your Jay-Z's, and we can go on and on, Nas, Biggie. We can go on for days about the great lyricists. But it seems as if in today's era, lyricism has kind of been pushed to the back burner, because it seems like the artists that are getting noticed out of New York are artists like Bobby Shmurda, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Young M.A., who actually is a dope lyricist, but she chose to go another route. But it seems like now that a lot of the younger generation, it seems like they're following more in the footsteps of the South. Have you noticed that?
Yes, I have. But you know, what's so funny is, like, I don't know if it's like really a mainstream thing. I think like New York really follows mainstream like really hard. And what I notice is, like, when you get outside of the New York area, there's other people, other artists that got an extremely hardcore following, and they making money off of music. And at the end of the day, that's the name of the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to make money off of music. I'm not really here to be famous and all that extra stuff. You said it yourself, J. Cole is one of your favorite artists. And, you know, he's up there. He's selling gold. I mean, he does his thing. Lyricists, people like lyrics, man. It's just that I think mainstream is feeding the other image.
You know what? I definitely agree about mainstream feeding the other image. And also, I think one of the things that kind of comes to play is club life. I think a large portion of the people who do a large amount of the selling or stuff that's radio driven, it's kind of club driven. It's songs that you will hear in repetition in the club. And a lot of these songs are born in the clubs, in the strip clubs. And then the people who go to the clubs, go to the strip clubs, they call and request them at radio, and it kind of grows from there to where a lot of your lyricists, like I'm gonna go back to J. Cole. J. Cole kind of took the mixtape route and just garnered his fan base, and with each project, he just got more and more fan base. And being affiliated with Rockefeller and Rock Nation definitely didn't hurt, but it was more organic. Like, the average super J. Cole fan is probably not listening to the radio or in the club every weekend.
Facts. Facts. And the truth is there's 330 million people in this country. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to reach. Like, I feel like it's really hard to reach those other. There's people that don't be in the club all day, like you said, don't be trapping and doing all this crazy stuff all day. And you know, it's really hard. They make it kind of hard to reach those fans. To me, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. So, growing up and starting out doing your DJ thing, and then you started to become an MC. What do you like more? Being an MC or being a DJ, and do you still sometimes get behind the wheels and DJ?
Yo, I haven't DJ'd in a minute. I kind of take DJing as like a stepping stone. It was like my first introduction into music. You know what I mean? But you never lose. It's like riding a bike. You never really lose. Nowadays, though, it's kind of different with the press play, pushing buttons and Seratos and all that. I'm the Technique 1200 vinyl guy, so it's different.
That's definitely agree. Nowadays, you have DJs who probably don't even know what the hell a Technique is and don't know what a blend is. All they know how to do is push a button and make their favorite song come on.
That's a fact. But I feel like, yo, that's why I'm even promoting my music now. Like, I'm just trying to change the whole mindset with this music shit. Because I feel like, I'm sorry to curse, but I feel like I asked you before, why is there no lyricists coming out of New York? And I feel like people want that. Believe it or not, there's people in the clubs all day, but I think there's more people not going to the club. Like, more people out there that's thinking. And you know, nowadays, even like, you know, now that Trump's in office and just the whole atmosphere, I feel like people want to think. People's kind of tired of not thinking and just dancing. You know?
All right,
so I'm here to change that.
You mentioned Trump being in office. What are your feelings about the state of our country right now with Trump being in office?
I have a song called "Vote for Trump." I dropped like before he even got into office. My music is really geared towards that political sphere. Like that's really what I'm trying to get into, kinda. But you know, I got the New York bars and punchlines in there. But as far as like Trump, I really feel like he's promoting divisiveness. You know, it's really hard for us to get behind somebody that's a leader like that and, you know, stick together. And I feel like, you know, it's a false sense of divisiveness, just like this mainstream BS that they dropping every day for us. You know what I mean? I feel like if we really sat down and really understand our comparisons, you know, we could come to some sort of agreement and some sort of, you know what I mean, like progressiveness. But right now, I don't see that, man. I see us going back to 1955, and I actually got a freestyle like that on my IG that y'all can check out.
I also see that you've done work with TeamBeackpack and a lot of... How important is freestyling to you?
It's really important, man. It's like a tool sharpening thing. I really pride myself in my lyrics, and you know, freestyling is I want to showcase to the people that I always got my sword sharpened. So, you know, and that's the first. That's like the dessert. That always gets people interested, and then you hit them with the music, make sure everything is on point and professional, and you know, just go from there. But living from New York, like I've been saying, it's been hard to reach platforms where people want to see new music. You know what I'm saying? And thank God through TeamBeackpack and Grind Mode Cypher and Bullpen Cyphers and stuff like that, I've been able to reach different people that want to hear lyrics, and that's what opened up my mind to this. So I'm like, you know what? I'm out here doing it.
All right, when you pick up that pen and pad, and we've already established that lyrics are very, very important to you, what are the hardest subject matters for you to write about?
Ooh, that's a good question. I try to push my subject matters as much as I can. I have a song on my EP that talks about being dark-skinned. I have a song on my mixtape out now called "Hang It Up," where it's like, where you getting older, people is like, you know what, hang this music stuff up. You know, I try through my lyrics to always paint you a picture, no matter what.
All right.
So I'm always pushing myself, but the hardest subject to talk about, I think, could be like selling drugs. I'm not really too keen on that. I'm not really too keen on that, even though, you know, I'm from New York, but from the hood out here, but not too keen on promoting that lifestyle.
I definitely can dig it. How important do you feel like it is giving positive messages through your music, especially with the hip-hop generation gearing so much to the young?
Yeah, man, I feel like it's very important, man, and I feel like hip-hop is a very, very big tool when it comes to this society. So I feel like I'm tired of all the negativity. Every day it feels like the biggest thing in people's lives is a negative thing. And I would like to change it to a positive thing. And I feel like, you know, through that, maybe we could come together. Because through the negative, all it's doing is separating us all.
When the book is closed on Francheyez, the MC, Francheyez the entertainer, how do you want to be remembered?
Man, I want to be remembered as a visionary. I always want to push everything to limits. I want everything that I promote and put out. If you're a thinker, then you have to listen to my music, because I always make sure I put things in my music and in anything I do to make you think. And I think through that can implant an idea, and through an idea, many things could grow. So that's where I'm going with it. I hope people see me as a visionary.
All right.
And you know, culture dropper.
If Francheyez was trapped on an island, but you're on an island with a society of people that have never heard hip-hop, you can take 3 CDs with you to help you teach this society about hip-hop. I'm not going to say 3 CDs. I'm going to say 3 artists. Music by 3 artists. You got to educate this newfound society about hip-hop. What 3 artists' music would you bring?
Wow. That's deep. Now, I would want to bring 3 artists from 3 different eras. So, damn. I would have to bring... This one is tough. I mean, is it dead or alive? It
don't matter. You got to teach these people. What these people will know this day forward about hip-hop comes from Francheyez.
Alright, I'll have to start off with probably Pac. Even though it's not as before, there's 80s and stuff like that, but I'm going to start off with that just to show them, like, listen, this guy right here, boom, start off with some Pac. Then, I'm going to middle, do Nas. And then, at the end, I'm going to do Kendrick. So I'm going to, just to show, like, how hip-hop has changed and like, to show, like, how hip-hop is. I think those are the 3 artists, to me, they could show probably the past 20 years the change and best explain it to me. I don't know.
That's a dope selection. So, let us know right now, what's going on today with Francheyez? And what I mean by what's going on today with Francheyez, what music do you have out there in the marketplace? I know we're about to drop a single, and where can people hear music?
Yeah, I got francheze.com. That's my website. I got my t-shirts there, my merchandise available there. I also got my second single off my mixtape called Federal Reserve Notes Volume 2. The song is called Doing Bad, and I got the video up on the website and everything. You can comment on there. I got the mixtape is dropping June 1st on all streaming platforms, and that will also be available on my website if you want the link to that. I got a couple shows lined up in Connecticut, the 26th,
90 seconds.
I got something in New York, June 1st. And I also got, like, I plan to drop another 2 mixtapes by the end of the year. So I'm just doing. I also got a cypher with Cassidy dropping probably in a couple months, animated cypher, and you know, just working, man, trying to give people the most I can.
All right. Now, how do you feel? And I know I said I wasn't going, but you mentioned cypher again, so I have to ask. How do you feel about ciphers as comparison to battle rap?
I'm not really into battle rap. I feel like it shows people's skill set, but then it sometimes comes to, like, it looks like it's just like a comedian battle. Like, you know, my jokes are better than his jokes kind of thing. And and then another thing with that is that you really can't tell if an artist can make a song with battling because sometimes there's no beat involved kind of thing. So it could be just all types of weird stuff. And then when you actually hear the artist, their song content's not the greatest. So I like ciphers. I mean, I don't really got nothing against battling either. It's something super duper nice. But I'm not. That's not really I'm not really into the battling thing.
All right. If an artist ever diss Francheyez, will we hear a rebuttal?
Facts, man. I mean, I pride myself in being an MC. At the end of the day, niggas can get to work. I'm sorry to curse, but they can get to work. That's a fact.
So when you get in these ciphers, do you come off the top of the dome, or you generally come with something pre-prepared?
Oh, yeah, I definitely come with something prepared, man. I don't like doing off the top of the dome stuff because, like I said, I want to be on my game to be on A. So I want whatever it is that I put out that I'm showcasing to be the best that I could showcase. And with that, it got to be something prepared, man. Most people can come through prepared. If you don't, you either super nice or you just not ready.
All right, we live in the internet era, and this is my last question. How has the internet affected the career of Francheyez?
Oh man, the internet played a very major part. I grew up in the era. I was like right in the beginning of the internet, like promotion stuff. So I wasn't really into going into like platforms like Facebook and Instagram and all that. It took me a little bit of time. Once I got once I got it together, and once I got the website, man, any artist out there, get your website, bro, because that's really the best thing ever. Once I got that together, I just it's been easy. It's been easy, and it's been the greatest. I've been able to reach places that I can't reach ever. So I definitely credit the internet for that.
All right. Do me one favor before we get up out of here. Introduce this record to the world.
Yo, man, what's going on? Francheyez, Federal Reserve Notes Volume 2, June 1st. Y'all can check that out. This is my new single, Doing Bad. I got the video on YouTube. Check it out, man. Comment on it. Let me know what's good, man. Yeah, out.
All right. Doing Bad, my man Francheyez. And y'all also can log on to www.RidinDurtyRadio.com within 30 minutes. And that Francheyez video will be right up there in that top spot. Appreciate it, my guy.
My God, appreciate you, man. Shout out Ridin Durty, man. You already. Yeah, boy. It's that shit, though. Yeah, you gonna bounce to this. 1, 2. Yeah, got me in drop bag. I follow dollars in the dollar tag. Smoking sour to that fucking crack. My cowards make the cowards drive an hour to the grass. And I bitch you with the face and hit the pot and I'm parties with the grass. My flip so loud, it's a party in the bag. When the lights never tag, I've been highly in the track. But it's knocking in the deck. You know I'm doing good and your niggas doing bad. Y'all niggas doing bad. Y'all niggas doing bad. Y'all niggas doing bad. Y'all niggas doing bad. Oh Lord, stop my gun, I feel my gun. Y'all niggas doing bad. Oh Lord, stop my gun, I'm living my life. Y'all niggas doing bad. Yeah, I'm the shit, yeah, I'm adamant. Can't toilet this, call a bitch a bitch, call a bitch a bitch. Nigga, I'm a king, get it down, Colin Kaepernick. Swallow dick while you mother lit, all my niggas spit. Who you fucking with? Cheesy begging this, get the crystal, I don't want the bread. Get the crucifix, if you hear that, yeah. You know who it is. Yeah. I'm like, bitch, I'm with the shit, Get the shit right, get the spit stop, make it movie like a psycho, Alfred Hitchcock, yeah. Since that hip hop, bring that shit back, cause my flow boom, and these niggas doing bad, man. Y'all niggas doing bad. Y'all niggas doing bad. Y'all niggas doing bad. Oh no, stop my gun, I feel my gun. Y'all niggas doing bad. Oh no, stop my gun, I'm living my life. Y'all niggas doing bad.
One time, my man Francheyez. Yeah. Doing bad. Y'all definitely check out June 1st, Federal Reserve, Volume 2. My man Francheyez, Ridin Durty Show. We up out of here. Appreciate y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace. I'm gone. Happy birthday to my son Trey. Happy birthday to my godson Lil Lewis. And I'm out of here. Gone. Peace. Adios.